Have you ever felt like you're everyone's go-to person? The one who always says yes, always shows up, always puts others first. You're the reliable friend, the dependable colleague, the ever-present family member. It feels good, right? To be needed, to be helpful. But have you ever stopped to ask yourself, at what cost? What happens when your own cup is empty because you've been too busy filling everyone else's? Let's talk about someone we all know. Maybe it's a friend, a family member, or maybe, just maybe, it's the person you see in the mirror every morning. Let's call her Sarah. Sarah had a heart of gold. Seriously, if you needed a ride to the airport at 4 a.m., Sarah was your girl. If a coworker was swamped, Sarah would stay late to help them finish their project, even if it meant her own work piled up. If a friend was having a bad day, Sarah would drop everything to listen for hours, canceling her own plans without a second thought. She believed that being a good person meant being endlessly available. Her phone was a constant stream of requests, her calendar a mosaic of other people's needs. She genuinely loved helping people. It was part of her identity. But lately, something had started to feel off. A subtle resentment began to creep in. She felt a growing exhaustion that no amount of sleep could fix. The conflict wasn't loud or dramatic at first. It was a series of small, quiet heartbreaks. It was a friend she drove to the airport who didn't even text to see if she got home safe. It was the colleague who took all the credit for the project she helped finish. It was the canceled gym sessions, the half-read books on her knitstand, the passion projects gathering dust in her closet. She was so busy being a supporting character in everyone else's story that she had forgotten to be the main character in her own. Her own dreams, her own needs, her own well-being were consistently pushed to the bottom of the to-do list. One day it all came to a head. She had promised to help a friend move apartments on a Saturday, the one day she had set aside to finally work on her online art portfolio, something she'd dreamed of for years. But then another friend called in a panic, needing help with a last-minute bake sale for her kids' school. Without even thinking, Sarah said yes. Suddenly, she found herself baking cupcakes at midnight, exhausted and covered in flour, while her moving friend was texting her impatiently. She felt stretched thin, like a rubber band about to snap. She was failing everyone, including herself. Lying in bed that night, too tired to even cry, she realized this wasn't sustainable. She wasn't just being nice. She was slowly erasing herself. This was her rock bottom. Feeling completely lost, she confided in her older sister, a woman who always seemed to have this incredible balance in her life, successful, happy, yet deeply connected to her loved ones. Her sister listened patiently and then said something that completely changed Sarah's perspective. She said, "Sarah, you're treating your time and energy like a free, all-you-can-eat buffet. People will naturally take as much as they want because you've put no limits on it. But your energy isn't infinite. It's a precious, limited resource. You need to start treating it like one. Being a good person doesn't mean setting yourself on fire to keep others warm. It means tending to your own fire first, so you have light and warmth to share without burning out." This was the turning point. It wasn't about becoming selfish or uncaring. It was about self-preservation. Her sister introduced her to a simple but powerful concept. Boundaries are not walls to keep people out. They are guidelines to teach people how to treat you with respect. So Sarah decided to make a change. It was terrifying at first. The first test came quickly. A coworker asked her to take on part of his report because he wanted to leave early for a concert. The old Sarah would have said yes instantly, her stomach twisting with anxiety about the extra work. But the new Sarah took a deep breath. She smiled warmly and said, "I'd love to help, but I'm completely swamped with my own deadlines today. I hope you have a great time at the concert, though." The coworker just said, "Oh, okay, no worries," and found another solution. The world didn't end. He wasn't even mad. It was a revelation. Sarah started practicing this new skill. When a friend asked for a last-minute loan, she said, "I can't help with money right now." but I'm happy to help you brainstorm some ways to budget. When family tried to guilt her into attending a gathering she was too tired for, she said, "I love you all, and I'm so sad to miss it, but I really need to rest this weekend. Let's catch up on a video call next week." She learned the power of the polite but firm no, and the art of offering an alternative that didn't drain her. She started scheduling me time in her calendar and treating it as an unbreakable appointment. This was time for her art, for the gym, for simply doing nothing at all. She was no longer a buffet. She was a reservation-only restaurant. The transformation was incredible. At first, some people were confused. A few even got a bit huffy, used to her 24/7 availability. But the real friends, the ones who truly cared about her, understood. In fact, her relationships got better. The time she spent with people was more present, more genuine, because it was time she had willingly chosen to give, not time that had been demanded of her. She finished her art portfolio and even got her first commission. She felt more energetic, more creative, and happier than she had in years. She was still the same kind, caring Sarah, but now her kindness came from a place of abundance, not depletion. She realized that by honoring her own needs, she had more to give, not less. The resentment was gone, replaced by a quiet confidence and a deep sense of peace. She was no longer just available, she was valuable. And she finally understood that the most important person she needed to be available for was herself. So what's the big lesson here? It's simple, but it's not easy. Your value does not decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth. Stop being a walk-in clinic and start being a specialist. Your time, your energy, your talents, they are your most precious assets. Guard them, invest them wisely. Saying no to others often means saying yes to yourself. It's not selfish. It's essential. The right people will respect your boundaries. The wrong people will be filtered out by them. So start today. Reclaim your calendar, protect your peace, and remember that you can't pour from an empty cup. Fill yours first. Thanks for watching, and if this resonated with you, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content to help you live your best life.